Childhood in St. Louis. Well, I was born in Springfield, Missouri, but I don't feel it's really all that necessary to go that far back. The first guy that influenced me was Eddie Murphy. I wasn't like a huge stand-up comedy fan when I was growing up. I didn't really know much about it. I liked a lot of movies, and sometimes I'd watch Saturday Night Live. So Eddie Murphy was the first. It was just Eddie Murphy, comedian, I think is what it's called. Or just Eddie Murphy was the tape. But I heard it when I was like a sophomore in high school on my way to a wrestling match. We had this 12-hour bus trip. My friend Stacy Weiland gave me the tape, and I listened to it like 50 times, and so that was a huge influence. And then over the years, I would say more guys that I saw when I was coming up. There's a guy, Bob Newhart, I would say, is an influence. In my later years, I don't know, I really identify with him.
Ladies and gentlemen, you hear this guy on the DVE morning show. You might have seen him on Craig Ferguson. You might have seen him on Comedy Central. How about a big Pittsburgh welcome for Mr. Greg Warren?
I have eating problems. I ate 53 Oreos 2 nights ago. When you're buying cookies at 2 in the morning, you don't want to talk to anybody, do you? You want to go home and eat your cookies by yourself. You don't want to talk to Shannon, the little checkout girl with the name tag, but Shannon always has some sort of cute comment for me. Ooh, somebody's hungry. You shut your whore mouth, Shannon. I bet crackheads don't have to deal with that when they buy their bad habit, right? Ooh, somebody likes crack.
It was hard. It was really hard, as you can expect. I mean, it was like very, your time was taken up, like 18 hours a day. You get very little sleep. You're always tired. You're always falling asleep. I just remember sleep is the biggest commodity when you're, especially a freshman or a plebe, new cadet. It was rough, man. I didn't really talk about it in my act until about a couple years ago. I just sort of started remembering all these things. I don't think I had the skill to really find what was funny there until a couple years ago, and it's made for a good bit of material.
I was in the military, kinda. I went to West Point my first year of college. Yeah, don't be too impressed. I only lasted a year. I was what they call in the Army a quitter. I got yelled at every day, man. This guy, Cadet Williams, he would just get in my face. Listen up, troop. Do you want a pain in the ass? No, sir. Do you want a pain in the ass? No, sir. Do you want a pain in the ass? No, sir. I think you do, Warren. I will give you a pain in the ass. A damn good one, too. Like, I did not know how to convince that guy that I did not want a pain in the ass, let alone a damn good one. I didn't know the difference, really. I got yelled at every day. I got yelled at for not folding my T-shirts correctly, okay? The Army places a lot of emphasis on folding clothing. I don't know what goes on the front line, but there must be some sort of T-shirt folding contest or something, because I would not make a good military officer. I don't know who would. Maybe those kids that work at the Gap. They're folding shit all the time. We're going to make you a general, Trevor.
Like, trying to stay relatively healthy on the road. I'm 41 now, so it's not as easy as when you're 30, but be healthy enough where you feel like you have that 4 hours to go create.
Getting older, I turned 41 this year. Man, when you pass 40, nobody told you don't feel good. You just don't feel good half the time. Somebody asked me the other day, do you have the flu? I don't know. I probably wouldn't even know, because I feel shitty all the time. It just might be my normal shitty, It'd just be I don't know if I got the flu, because I'm,
One Star was this thing I sort of happened on accidentally. I was doing these jokes on white trash, and that word sounds really harsh. I even did it on a TV show one time, and a buddy of mine, Mike Birbiglia, who's a really good friend and a guy that I admire and write with a lot, and you know, I trust his instincts. He was like, man, you sound a little harsh on that. It doesn't really fit you. So I was trying to find another way to say white trash. I didn't want to say redneck because that's really Jeff Foxworthy's bit. So I sort of just kind of accidentally hit on it and started calling them one-star people. And it really, I don't know, it really caught on with people.
I like the one-star women. That's my type. As a four-star woman, if her boyfriend or husband gets in a fight in a bar, what's she do? No, Captain, walk away. Be the bigger man, not a one-star woman. Whoop his ass, Earl. You get him, Here, stab him with that. You better get off me, motherfucker. I pay my taxes. They always point out that they pay their taxes, right? They're talking about sales tax half the time. And one-star people, if they're on vacation, they can do whatever they want. Right? Whatever they want. Ma'am, you're not supposed to be smoking in the pool. I'm on vacation. Technically, ma'am, it's maternity leave, but
There's an Uncle Leo bit and an Uncle Earl bit. Some of those are, there may be fictional people, but there's like, I took 3 different character traits from like, you know, 3 different people and sort of amalgamated them into one person. And then there's some people in my act that are exactly that person.
My family's a little bit, my uncle, my mom and dad, like they're getting the age where everything in their house is broken. We play chess, there's 6 pieces missing from our chess set. So we replaced them with pieces from my mom's nativity scene. We're playing chess with the Virgin Mary, goats, wise men, my Uncle Cheese. It's like Uncle Earl, that's a pawn, you're not supposed to move him backwards. That's the Son of God, boy, you can move him wherever the hell he wants to go. Show a little respect at his birthday. Jesus takes the queen on his birthday. That son of a bitch can walk on water. He can goddamn well move backwards. I'll tell you that right now. Took him to eat. We go to the restaurant, get the menu. You know, we get a menu at the top of every page. There's a heading, tells you what's on that page. He orders the heading. I'll have the steak and pork. You can't order that. Why not? It's the heading. I don't care what it is. It says steak and pork. That's what I want, damn it. Give me the steak and pork. What do you want to drink? Assorted beverages?
You know, my friend Huey Baker, I would say that character is definitely, there was a guy named Huey Baker who was on the wrestling team that made fun of me, but so did this guy named Kent, and so did this guy years later named JP, and I sort of put all those into one character.
I was shy in high school. Every time I talked to a girl, Huey would show up out of nowhere. Hey, Greg. Who you talking to? This is Carol, Huey. Carol, how you doing? Well, you flew there, Greg. Flute you for Carol, Greg. Hey, you know Greg is a flute man. He a flute man, Carol. First time I had sex, I could not get him out of my head. I was nervous. I thought he was going to show up out of nowhere. Greg, Greg, Greg. That ain't your flute, Greg. Thanks a lot, you guys. I appreciate you coming out. Keep listening to DVE.
It's really hard to find what's funny, you know, so start with what's interesting and then make it funny. If you start like what's funny, you could just sit, it'll just drive you nuts sometimes. So start with what's interesting.